Good morning. It's a Saturday morning here in our humble abode. Let's see what it's doing outside this morning. Oh, it's raining. Beautiful rainy Saturday morning. I had planned to work on my pool today, but I guess I will have to find something else to do. Can't really work on the porch either today because of the rain. But let's see what we can find to do. Okay, I'm making the door panels for my Ranchero, my Falcon Ranchero. We're going to see how this turns out. We sprayed it with the adhesive. We've waited 1 to 2 minutes. Now these are pre-cut panels that I had previously cut out. I used a poster board actually to make a pattern, and I cut my panels out of the vinyl that we found at the flea market, which you can go back and watch the previous video on that. And so I just cut them out, and I'm going to continue to work around and get this tucked in on all the sides. And I used a spray-on tacky adhesive. We sprayed the vinyl and the board, and then let it set for 1 to 2 minutes till it became tacky and didn't transfer to your finger. Okay, we've sprayed the rest of it. Now we have to wait 1 to 2 minutes for it to become tacky. Okay, now I'm going to start the rest of the way and get this done. And right here, I have cut strips so that I can pull it this way and make it tight because it's going around a curve. Just know that when you work on something like this, it takes patience. And luckily I had my husband to help me work on it. So we're just going to work our way around this piece of pegboard and get it done. So there is the front of the door panel. One of them. So now we just have to cut out the place here for the window crank. Because the door handles are not going on this panel, they're going somewhere else. So now just know that when you're working on this, you may have to do a snip here and a snip there and a tuck here and a tuck there. And this is by no means a professional upholstery job. I am not a professional upholstery person by any means, but this is just a budget-friendly option for my thrifting vehicle that I am working on, my 1961 Ranchero. So it's not going to be perfect, but that's okay because antiques are not perfect. Thrifting finds are not perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to cut out the hole for the window roller downer. So, roller downer. So now we're ready to glue this part. And this is where I need my needle-nose pliers. Okay, so apparently it's not ready because it's not sticking. So we're gonna wait a couple more minutes till it gets tacky. Okay, now it's tacky. So we're gonna pull it up and stick it down. And I'm gonna use a pin cap to hold it for just a second so it can, because this is kind of a tricky area here. Because it's going to pull it back. Okay. Some areas are ready and some areas are not. So you basically just have to play with it till it starts holding on to it. Which is what I'm doing with my pen. Because I don't have professional upholstery tools. Like I said, I'm not a professional upholstery. This is the first time ever doing anything like this. So, but it is what it is. And there I have my hole pulled up, and I'm going to pull that one out a little bit further because it did. There we go. So now I'm going to let that dry. Okay, let's turn it around and see what it looks like. There it is. Not too shabby, I think. So we're going to do the other one, and then we'll go out and put them in the car, and we'll film it when we put it in the car. Okay, here we are in the shop, and we're going to try to install these door panels that we made using thrifting finds and pegboard from Lowe's. We've covered them in the vinyl that we got, and now we're just going to try to fit them up into these tracks. And you'll see that right off I start having issues because the door panel is now thicker than the panel was without the vinyl on it. So now we have to figure out how we can get these panels inside here. So you'll see us try different ways, and then we finally figure out that we have to take pliers and open up the channels that they just slide in and get the panels in there. So we're gonna just keep working. And you can see me a couple of times I start to get really frustrated with this door panel. And I'm like, okay, oh wait, I gotta remove this clip, and then I gotta do this, and then I gotta do that. Nothing's ever easy for me when I'm working on a car. But oh well, I will persevere, and I will work on this car panel. And just like the crown molding that drove me crazy when we remodeled our kitchen, I eventually figure it out with my husband's help. As you can see by watching this video, it took us some time to figure out exactly what we needed to do in order to get this panel in there. And eventually, my husband had to end up inserting it in the top rail and then kind of wedging it into the bottom rail using a flathead screwdriver or two. We used several different tools to widen this channel to get this panel in there, and we finally found one that would work. This is where my husband stepped in and put the panel up into the top channel and then worked on getting the bottom part of the panel in. And because I don't have the arm strength or upper body strength anymore that I used to have to maneuver and manipulate this panel. You can see me smile because I really have enjoyed working on this project with my husband. This has definitely been a labor of love from him to me, because usually he's done with a vehicle by now, and he's been working on this since before Christmas, you guys. So that's a good long time, and the majority of the work has been done by him. I have helped every now and then, but the majority of it is done by him.
You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move.
Now he's just using a rubber mallet to tap in that bottom rail so it's back snug against the door panel and getting it all tight. So now he's going to drill some pilot holes for some screws and rings that he's going to put onto the edge of each end of this panel. So they will not just be functionary, but they will also be decorative. Not functionary, functional. Oh my gosh. You guys, I've been out of school too long, and I've quit teaching for so long. I'm losing my English. So here's what the finished panel looks like. I hope you have enjoyed watching our little video today. Stay tuned for the next series on the 1961 Ford Ranchero. Make sure you like and subscribe. Have a blessed day.